What is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and today I want to go ahead and take a step back and really just analyze and take a look at some of the best going first side deck cards that are in the current format. Hey Harper. Harper's my dog. She came to say hi. You may have seen her in the box opening video, roaming around here somewhere as I was pulling collector's rares. So today I just want to go ahead and check out some of the best side deck options for going first in the current format, and really which ones do you want to go ahead and play really just depends on what deck you're playing for the current format. But I thought it'd be nice to at least go ahead and do a quick brief down summary list of some of the best cards, again, for going first that you should be looking to include in your side deck. Now, once I'm done with the list, guys, if I happen to miss one that you guys might want to recommend, go ahead and let me know by leaving a comment down below with what your favorite going first side deck card is, and also let me know if I may have missed one of yours. That way we can all learn together as a community. But without further ado, guys, go ahead and leave a like down below, subscribe for more, and let's get right into the video. So going first is you really want to go ahead and set the tone for the duel. Essentially, you're going to be the one who is obviously going first, taking the first turn in the duel. You're going to be the one who's going to be setting up the primary interaction. So the main thing that people go for when they're going first is they want to go ahead and set up either floodgates or cards that would prevent their initial board from getting destroyed or from getting Dark Ruler no more, things like that. And I think the best card, honestly, right now in the current format that a lot of people I think are overlooking is actually going to be Solemn Judgment. Solemn Judgment is a phenomenal card and has been for a very, very long time. Pay half your life points. You can negate any type of like lightning storms. You can negate any type of Dark Ruler no more. All these really powerful board breaking cards, evenly matched, you can negate. All these really powerful cards, a lot of them saying that your opponent cannot respond with monster effects, are instantly outed by a Solemn Judgment, which can save your entire board. I mean, I know Dark Ruler more has gotten to the point where it's essentially a main deck staple at this point, similar to like how Ash Blossom was, where people are actually trying to play board breaker cards instead of hand traps. Now in this scenario, Solemn Judgment is actually going to be the best card to help you counter this. Actually helped me out quite a bit in my most recent locals, guys. Helped me take a match going up against my opponent who activated Dark Ruler no more after I set up my full sprite board, and thank goodness I had the Solemn Judgment set, or else I would have been absolutely devastated. So it is another way to go ahead and play around the Dark Ruler, but not just Dark Ruler, of course, multiple different cards. Any link-based strategies, go ahead and do it as well. On their link monsters. Solemn Judgment is such a very versatile card, and I would definitely prefer over playing cards like Solemn Warning or Solemn Strike, because even if Solemn Strike it's a lot less versatile and doesn't deal with spells and traps. I think the versatility of Judgment really helps to elevate it to that next level. Next on our list, guys, we have Appointer of the Red Lotus, another not necessarily a floodgate card, but it is phenomenal to go ahead and gain knowledge, hand knowledge, your opponent's hand knowledge, essentially. So by activating Appointer of Red Lotus, it lets you see your opponent's hand. No matter the cost, essentially, anytime that you're able to see your opponent's hand and really see what cards they have and what you need to play around so you can go ahead and plan accordingly is absolutely essential and so crucial in this game of Yu-Gi-Oh! If you are not playing Appointer of Red Lotus in your side deck, you really should highly consider playing this. If you do not have Appointer of Red Lotus, then go ahead and put in the Solemn Judgment that I just mentioned. But Appointer of Red Lotus is a phenomenal card, not just because you get to rip a card from your opponent's hand, but again for the amount of knowledge that it gives you and the overall impact it has on the current game state. Next up, we have Antispell Fragrance. Now I know you're saying Antispell Fragrance, you know, we've all know this card, but it's really kind of been kicked off to the side essentially for the current format. I'm not really seeing why. I think Antispell Fragrance is a phenomenal trap card to good, especially play in the current format where board breakers are essential. Again, Regeki's Lightning Storm, what's it called? What's that other card? Regeki Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler no more, all are normal spell cards that do a lot of damage, especially with a brand new archetype coming out with Labyrinth that plays a field spell. Runics play a field spell as well. Yes, they're all quick play cards, but they do still play the field spell is not a quick play, so that is very crucial as well. And not just, of course, the Tactical Masters decks. Of course, a lot of current meta decks do play a lot of spells in the main board as well. So, and I think Antispell Fragrance is actually a really good potential for going first side deck option. It just depends on what you're trying to go up against. So you really want to build your side deck for your locals, When it comes to more bigger events, regional, YCS, that is when I think anti-spell fragrance might start to come a little bit more into the mix, but essentially that is up for you guys to decide. I'm just going to go ahead and list out some of the best going first side deck cards for you. Next, a pretty obvious one, Dimensional Barrier, no real need explanation. Make sure that you're citing this, if not, have a good alternative. That's pretty much it. Next one is a fun one. We have Artifact Sanctum with Artifact Scythe, 3 Sanctum, 1 Scythe, just to be able to go ahead and turbo this thing out as soon as possible. Look, if you're going to, if Konami's not going to ban this card, we might as well use it. I'm talking about Mystic Mine, I'm talking about Halki Firebrax, I'm talking about, of course, Artifact Scythe. A lot of decks, especially the 2 top tier decks of the format, 3 actually, if you want to count Sun Avalon in there, sure, I'll give you Sun Avalon. Yeah, Sun Avalon relies on the extra deck and the normal monster to summon cards from the extra deck, so it's kind of, you know, you have Sun Avalon, you have Sprite, and you have the Tier Elements, which is going to be probably top 3 right now. I'm only counting Sun Avalon because it did just go undefeated and win the European Championship, so I'm assuming you're going to see a lot higher representation, especially in future tournaments. So these every single top deck out there strategy relies on the extra deck, except for Fluanderies and Eldritch maybe. But that's essentially what I'm trying to get at, is that a lot of the top meta decks are heavily relying on the extra deck. So having a card like Artifact Scythe to buy you an extra turn, I think is absolutely crucial, and I'm not really seeing why people are going away from it. It's a card that wins, unfortunately, still legal. So if it wins, why not play it? If you're going to be playing in a, of course, highly competitive format, if you're going to be playing at locals, personally, I prefer just take it easy. It's locals, like, you know, calm down. But but if you're gonna be playing a high skill event, we have a lot of YCSs coming up. Then something that I would highly recommend you put into your side deck going first as well. Next, I have Super Polymerization. Super Polymerization is, of course, a main staple in the current Yu-Gi-Oh format. There are some decks that just don't. That super polymerization does not necessarily work super well against. For example, Tier Elements, they still gain their effects, so you really want to be careful using that card against that deck. But each and every single other deck out there, Super Polymerization is an insane blowout card. I know a lot of decks are actually putting Super Poly in the main deck, myself included, of course. So I think this is actually a crazy card going first, because unless you set it in a way, whatever your opponent's trying to do, you fuse it away, summon a Garura, summon a Draco Stapelia, summon a Mud Dragon, summon a Starving Venom. All these are amazing targets you can go ahead and use, no matter what deck you're playing. So honestly, if Super Poly is not in your main deck, definitely make sure that it is in your side deck. And the rest are pretty much anti-sprite cards, so I'm going to go ahead and just rapid fire them off for you guys. We have Deck Devastation Virus, phenomenal card, side deck worthy or main deck worthy depending on what you're playing. I have Andaban Played On, Mischief of the Gnomes, Rivalry of the Warlords, and there can be only one, or there can be only one. So all these are phenomenal, either floodgates or just really good trap cards in the current format. Deck Devastation Virus destroys every monster 1500 or less attack, just destroying Sprite. Mischief for the Gnomes, the same thing. Level Modulation, again, destroys Sprite. Rivalry of the Warlords destroys most decks, actually. So I think it's really good. Actually, it can be main decked by Rika Sun Avalon, which we just found out. So definitely a card to look out for, and definitely something that you may want to go ahead and put in any type of Twin Twisters, things like that. But that's more for a going second list, honestly. And there can be only one, of course. It's just an annoying card. It doesn't let you get your frogs up and going, because I believe they're both aquas. Yeah, they are both aquas as well. So there can be only one is a really annoying card. So it's a card you definitely want to go ahead and play around. I know Tier Elements, I'm pretty sure, can play around. There can be only one, so if you are playing Tier Elements, it's something that you may want to consider putting in your sideboard, because if you can play around it, but it really hurts other decks, I say why not, you know? So that's going to be it for the list of really good going first side deck cards for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If I missed any really good going first side deck cards, let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, subscribe for more videos, guys, and I have another video similar to this coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.